Are you feeling down? You know what to do. Go shopping and it will make you feel better. Do you feel empty? Well, once again, go shopping. Do you want to experience success? Go shopping. Do you want to boost your low self esteem? Go shopping. Hi, everyone, and welcome to English for a Better World. This is intermediate level lesson 1. Today's lesson will explore the irresponsible and environmentally unfriendly practice of consumerism. I will particularly focus on the ways in which the capitalist system creates a certain mindset, which in turn keeps it going. I shop, therefore I am. What do you think this might mean? Well, it's obviously a long way from I think, therefore I am to I shop, therefore I am. So, how did we get here? How did we end up with this mindset? Well, this is what we will find out in this lesson. So, we will look at shopping and consumerism. We will describe consumerism. You will learn also a lot of expressions to help you describe what you like and what you dislike. And we will look at the ugly practice of advertising. What does advertising do and how does it do it? Okay, so let's get right into this exciting and thought stimulating lesson. Let's begin with the vocabulary you need to learn to understand this lesson. Find the odd one out. I have, therefore I am. I think, therefore I am. I shop, therefore I am. Advertising, marketing, branding. Logical, rational, mindless. To annoy, to bother, to upset. To go out with, to date, to break up with. To bug, to irritate, to quit. To be in a style, to be fashionable, to be famous. And to see this vocabulary in context, well, you need to do this exercise. Okay, circle the correct answer. Pause the video and do the exercise. Now, let's ask some people what they think of consumerism. Ahmed, what do you think of consumerism? I understand the arguments against consumerism, but with everything else in life comes responsibility. Simple lessons such as not to overindulge and living within your means should always be remembered. What do you think of this view, guys? Mikiko, what do you think of consumerism? Psychologists, sociologists, and economists are discovering that all this consumption does not make us happier. In fact, wealth beyond a certain point actually correlates with less happiness. Yet we are told, with on average 3,000 advertisements per day, that our happiness is dependent on stuff. Not true, but we mindlessly buy into it. Well, how about you guys? Do you share the same view or you disagree with Mikiko? John, what do you think of consumerism? In order to raise our standard of living, we need economic growth based on consumerism. Without consumerism, we wouldn't have a thriving economy, period. So, what do you think, guys? Do you agree or disagree with John? Economic growth. What do you think of consumerism, Rasta? If all humans consumed the way North Americans consume, we would need 5 Earth to support the human race. Corporations are exporting our consumptive preferences to developing countries worldwide. So, guys, where do you stand on this question of consumerism? Now, listen to a dialogue where Ali, Chico, and John discuss what they dislike and they use certain expressions to express their dislike. So, as you listen, write the expressions they use to express what they dislike.
Ali, do you know what I hate most about Dubai? Chico, I think I know. It's more like a huge shopping mall than a place for living. Ali, exactly. It drives me crazy when I see this mindless need for shopping. John, well, I think it's okay to go shopping for what is necessary, but nowadays people buy lots of unnecessary stuff just because it's in style. Ali, it annoys me when people buy things they don't need with money they don't have. Chico, I feel the same way. What bugs me more is when people identify who they are with what they have. Remember that girl I was going out with? She was always at some stupid shopping mall. Eventually, I had to break up with her. John, if you keep breaking up with girls for this reason, I'm afraid you will end up staying alone. Ali, many students in my class spend their free time shopping or window shopping. You see, shopping has become a lifestyle. I'm trying to get them to see that this way of living is very superficial and harmful to them, but they are used to it. John, when companies spend more money on advertising than on production, then naturally gullible people fall for the hollow lifestyle offered by advertisers. However, I think consumerism as a lifestyle has hit a dead end because when I look around, I see signs of massive discontent with this lifestyle. Chico, I just don't realize why it's difficult for people to realize that there is more to life than this insane consumerism. Sometimes I feel like giving up. Ali, well, I'm not a quitter and I will keep trying to help them live a deeper and more fulfilling life.
Now finish these sentences to express your dislike. Look at the picture. You need this thing. But I have a few things like that. Everyone else has one. Oh, then I should have one. This thing will change your life. Whoa, really buy it now. This thing. I hope you are not that person. Anyway, go ahead, pause the video and finish these sentences. Points to ponder. What do you think these quotes might mean? Ponder means to think deeply about something. So let's consider these quotes. Every time you spend money, you're casting a vote for the kind of world you want. So the way you spend your money is an expression of the choices you make. What kind of world would you like to live in? All right, what do you think of this quote? What do you think it might mean? Now let's look at the second picture. I think it looks quite familiar to you. You can never get enough of what you don't need to make you happy. Well, in my view, I think this is true because happiness is not a commodity to be bought. Anyway, what do you think about this quote? Next one, the things you own end up owning you. So you become slave to the things you own. Well, again, this is how I see it. What about you guys? How do you see it? And the last one, it used to be that people needed products to survive. Now, products need people to survive. Well, which is why we have consumerism. Without this mindset, I shop, therefore I am, you cannot possibly sell all this stuff. Capitalists cannot get people to buy all this stuff without consumerism. All right, so now share your own thoughts with us in the comment section below. What do you think? Now to our talk. You will listen to a recording about advertising and then answer the questions below. Well, take a look at these pictures to get an idea of what the listening is about, and then listen carefully and answer the questions.
The capitalist class spends a great deal of money trying to get you to buy stuff that you don't need. They have built a large, extensive advertising industry to create desire on a subconscious level and to shape the behavior of consumers to their liking. In the early days of marketing, advertisements focused on the objective qualities of commodities. But over time, they realized that to really sell stuff, you have to get people to stop thinking rationally. You have to target people's most intense desires. But commodities are tangible, and our most intense desires are not. Most of all, people desire intangible things. like social approval, a sense of belonging, confidence, a unique sense of self, etc. This created a basic problem for advertising. Their job was to get people to have an intense desire to buy stuff that they did not have an intense desire to buy. And so they did the most logical thing from their point of view. They decided to make people associate commodities with intangible desires. Shoes give you confidence and an identity. Beer brings you social approbation. Cars give power and success, etc. It's only possible to do this if you can suspend people's rational thought. Brendan Cooney. Before the 1950s, capitalists somewhat manufactured goods to satisfy human needs. However, after the 1950s, they started to manufacture needs in order to sell goods. This meant that consumption rather than production became important. And since people consume in their leisure time, it became important to associate leisure activities with the consumption of commodities. Advertising affects everyone. Even if you think it doesn't, it does. Not just in commercials, but if you pay close attention to your favorite movies, they have products placed all over the place. This is called product placement or embedded marketing. Companies get lots of money for placing popular products inside their movies. Adverts are not only in movies, but all over the place, the radio, TV, even the internet. Go on your favorite website and look at the sides or the bottom. I'm sure there will be ads. These ads affect us by making us want their products, by making everything look flashy and nice in the ad. And now they have interactive ads where you move your mouse over the ad and you play sort of a mini game. It's just a new way to drag us into their website and to try to buy their product. Advertisements affect little kids, especially ads like beer and cigarette ads. They make drinking and smoking look cool. So little kids would want to try it. Ads like this are ruining kids' minds, making them think that it's okay to drink and smoke. Who knows what's next?
Finally, our grammar focus, likes and dislikes. Use these expressions to talk about your likes and dislikes. I hate it when people keep up with the Jonases. I love it when people tell the truth. It irritates me when people act irresponsibly. It pleases me when someone rejects this system. It gets on my nerves when I'm stuck in traffic. It gives me joy when I talk to well informed people. It makes me sad when I see needless pain in the world. It makes me happy when I see compassion in this world. I feel bad when people don't care about others. I feel good when people care about others. I enjoy it when I see kids laughing. I can't stand it when I see kids crying. It lifts me up when I see people sharing what they have. It gets me down when I see unnecessary suffering in the world. Well, these are the expressions you can use to express what you like and what you dislike. Well, now choose an expression to complete the dialogue. Okay? Pause the video and do the exercise. Well, we have come to the end of this lesson. Now, let's take a look at this take home message. Just consider these questions and think about these questions. What have you learned from this lesson? Have you learned anything about your shopping habits from this lesson? Why is shopping popular? What does consumerism lead to? What's the alternative to our current shopping habits? And remember, there is no shopping bag big enough to fill the void inside. See you next week.